Hello, it was on this day in 1963 that John F. Kennedy, the American president, visited Berlin. Berlin, a city at that time divided into two. The Berlin Wall had just been erected by the East Germans to keep their population inside East Germany and stop them escaping to the West. It was all part of the Cold War between the communist countries led by Russia and the West. And in the speech, he said, among other things, quote, speaking in German, Ich bin ein Berliner, I am from Berlin. And of course he wasn't, but he was expressing solidarity with the people of Berlin, saying that he felt as though he was part of them. And it's been used, that kind of way of expressing solidarity, since when George Floyd was killed, a black man killed by police in America. The T-shirts were very popular. I am George Floyd. And when the Charlie Hebdo satirical magazine offices were terrorized in Paris, people would say, I am Charlie Hebdo. And so this sense of expressing our solidarity with someone who's suffered, someone who's going through struggle, is a helpful way of recognising that we are one with them. There's a bit in the Spartacus film, which I think is fictional, but where Spartacus, leader of the slave revolt against Romans, is captured along with a whole load of other slaves, and the Romans want to know which of them is Spartacus. And Spartacus is just about to come forward when someone else says, I am Spartacus, and then someone else says, I am Spartacus, and they all say, I am Spartacus. And so they express their solidarity with their leader, and eventually they all suffer the consequences. But I think this sense of being in solidarity with people who struggle is something that's really important, and which I think most of us recognise, that these people are human beings like us. So that I am a Palestinian, I am a Ukrainian, I am someone struggling from a mental illness. We can see ourselves in solidarity with people who have all sorts of different struggles and threats in their lives. And for those of us are fortunate enough to live in a peaceful society with comparatively good health, sometimes find it hard to actually identify with people in a very different and more hazardous situation. But I think the recognition that we are part of them, that we are in solidarity with them, can help. Of course, the ironic thing about Ich bin ein Berliner is that actually it also means I am a donut in German. And there are people, of course, who would think that such solidarity is foolish. It's like being a donut, because really life is all about looking after number one. Well, I think we realise that that's a very limited view, and actually there is so much more truth in the fact that we are all one together, that we're all part of a human race who are living in solidarity with each other, and the more we can do to express that solidarity, the better.